Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Of course, if you're new, welcome. I am Jessie Katt and I do weekly vlogs. I also do some chit chats and I sprinkle a little bit of my transition from Jamaica to Canada in my videos. So today I am talking about, drumroll, my last days in Jamaica and what I did. Now, what happened is, before you're leaving our country, of course, you have to be very strategic in everything we are doing, because you are leaving a country and you're moving. So it's not like you're going down to another house. You are leaving a country. It's a whole heap of money if you have left something and you need it. Be very strategic in what you do, please. I'm asking you. Now, with me, I could have moved anytime I was ready. And I could move anytime I was ready, just based on the fact that I was not moving for school. You know, a lot of people who are moving for school, they either move in January or, why is it January? They either move in December or September, you know, for when the school semester starts. But for me, because I wasn't going to school, I could just pick whenever I wanted to go. Now, I chose to go in September because my friend was getting married. So a lot of times when people ask me when did I move and I said September 2015, they always assume it's to go to school. But no, I just moved because my friend was getting married at the end of August. So that's one thing for me. So technically, for my last days, I prepared myself, obviously. So the first thing I did was quit my job. I don't know, but quitting a job just makes you feel so good, especially if it's a job that you really didn't like. Quitting your job can just feel so good. Now, the job that I was at, the boss really liked me, and for some reason she just believed, I don't know why, but she just believed that I would never leave her. Like, why would Jess leave her? And the thing about it is, you know, you normally need to give 2 weeks notice, but because I was a rebel, I decided that I don't need this. I remember I told you guys I didn't like this job, so it's just like, I don't need this. I'm not giving you guys 2 weeks. I don't care. I'm leaving the country. And so I told them effective immediately. They said I couldn't do that, but what are you gonna do? They couldn't force me to go back. And honestly, if you have the 2 weeks, I guess you can do it, but I just didn't want to, and so I was just like, deuces. The next thing I did was spend as much time as I could with my friends. When I said I spend as much time as I could, I spend as much time as I could. Now the thing about it is, I have such a large friend group. Believe me when I say I have such a large friend group, and the large friends group came from high school, St. Andrew High School for girls. So the thing about it is, I had my class and another class. Andrew spelled Andrew. The second set of friends were in A. My set of friends were in R. And for some strange reason, that we don't understand, the two groups came together and never left each other's side. So that group had their special name and my group had our special name, and then we came together and put our names together. It's crazy. So I spent as much time as I could with them. So of course, when you have friends, obviously you're gonna have friends that are closer than others, especially if it's such a big group. Because I think, or I don't even know how many of us were in there. Probably around, I don't know, like 16 of us. Trust me, I'm telling you, promise you, we're still friends to this day. Still friends, promised you. So I spent as much time as I could with them. I spent so much time until I was supposed to go on a plane. That's how much time I spent with my friends. And of course, there were some who knew I was leaving sooner than others, just because that's just how friendships work. The next thing I did was I downsized, or it's not the next, this was in conjunction. I downsized all my belongings because you can't take everything with you. So you have to make sure you pick and choose what you're going to take to Canada with you, because you know you're going to a new country. A lot of the things you can buy if you have the money. If you can't buy, then you pack up as much as possible, but you have to make sense with what you're packing. So a lot of stuff which I did not know I had a lot of stuff, but then I was moving my entire life and I had to get rid of a lot of stuff that was from my entire life. And so that process is lengthy, especially if you kind of hoard. It can be lengthy. I realized something about myself. I realized that it was very easy for me to let go of a couple of stuff. Some stuff that I don't know why I had for all those years, but it was so easy for me to let go. And so downsizing became easy. So while I was downsizing, I had my suitcases, and I had my suitcases like out for like 2 months. While I was downsizing, I put stuff in my suitcase, and then I'll take stuff out my suitcase thinking, do I really need this? Put more other stuff in there. No, I don't need this. It was a whole process, but the downsizing is very important. You cannot take everything with you guys. You cannot take, well, you kind of can, but you have to ship that up to Canada. But in the airport, you cannot take everything with you. Cool. So of course, because I spend some time with my friends, you would think I spend time with my family. No, that didn't happen. And let me tell you why that didn't happen. So, oh shoot. Alright, so you would think because I spend some time with my friends, I would spend some time with my family. That was not the case. Why, you ask? Well, because honestly, I've said this in a few videos already. Even though I was born and raised in Kingston and St. Andrew, my family is not from Kingston and St. Andrew. And so if it was for me to spend some time with my family, I would have had to go to the West Coast, which St. James, to spend some time with my family. And so, you know, it was one of those things where you had to make a decision. Are you going to go to the West Coast, spend time with your family, or are you just going to continue and just do your thing with your friends and, you know, have fun and, you know, just have all the memories with you? And I decided that the next time I come to Jamaica or visit Jamaica, I would spend the majority with the family. So yeah, and you know, it's strange because a lot of times when I think about it, you know, I can't imagine living anywhere else other than Kingston and St. Andrew, because that's where I grew up. And I went to the country, you know, not every summer, some summers. So, and it's always like for 2 weeks or a month. So, you know, I'm very used to just being with my friends. Just very used to just being with my friends. And yeah, so now that I'm not living in Kingston, I go to Mobay more often. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. But anyways, besides the point. So the thing about it is that my sister, she lives in New Jersey. And I made a decision that, okay, if I'm going to see family, I'm gonna visit my sister. And so I decided, because I didn't know how things were gonna go in the future in terms of money wise, would I be able to travel? I decided, okay, let's just get it out of the way. Let me just go to my sister, I think I spent 3 weeks with her before I moved to Canada. And so I went to New Jersey, I stayed with my sister, and I hung out with my nephews, because I just was so fearful that I wouldn't see them anytime soon. I don't know why I was thinking like that, but I'm glad I got to see them regardless. But I just figured that I'm not going to see them in a good while. Let me just go and visit them. Funny enough, the following summer I went to see them. Alright, you guys might see that the light has changed a bit because it's getting dark while I record this video. But anyways, so what is important to know also is that I made sure that I went to spots that I enjoy. So I made sure that I had my Devon House ice cream. I went to Devon House, walk around, soak in the atmosphere. I made sure to get my little KFC, because I know foreign KFC don't taste like Jamaica KFC. Facts. I made sure that I went to little spots that I was used to and enjoyed going. So I would go to Pepper Seed, every Wednesday. I would make sure I'd go to Ribby's on like a Friday or something, and I'll just make sure that I was just in the moment, in everything, because I knew that actually I just didn't know when next I was going to come back to Jamaica, and everything was just solely on if I would have the funds to get back, because I'm leaving with all my money to start a new life, and I just didn't know when next I would get a job, when next I'd be able to travel. So that made me just be like, okay, let's make sure that I just enjoy myself before I leave. Now I know that can be difficult for a whole lot of people because you're trying to save every nickel, every dime, and so I was fortunate to have great friends that were just like, yeah, me know you save, so me can pay for this, I can pay for that. And obviously these are not stuff I ask, because I don't ask people for money, I just don't do that. But you know, I had people who were taking care of me, and that's male and females too, because don't think it's only Andrew's girls when they parrot. I parroted a lot of people, and so I was fortunate to be able to go out and still be able to enjoy myself and not worry about money. It was very hard when I sold my car, because it was my first car I purchased, and damn, I missed that little Honda Fit, but it got me from A to B, got me everywhere I had to go. I drove so many friends in it. One of the first cars in the group to have. So yeah, I missed that little, you know, what was my car's name again? I know. But pretty much, guys, this is everything that I did before I left JE. Make sure that you have all your documentations on hand, because it don't make sense you move country and you leave your why would you leave your birth certificate in Jamaica? That don't make no sense. You know, obviously you have to travel with your passport, but any educational certificates that you have, any medical documents that you have, just make sure that you have everything prepared. Now, because I was a driver, I'm a driver, I made sure to go to oh my gosh, I don't remember what it's called, but it's where we do where we get letters to indicate that you have been drivers, because I was informed that if I can take a letter to indicate that I've been driving for all these years, then that would make me know, that would let them know that I'm a driver, and I can skip some of the steps in getting your driver's license in Toronto. Driver's license in Toronto does not mean you go and you do the written test and you do the driving test and I hit that. No, there is a process. There are levels to driving. There's levels to different driver's license. There's levels to this, levels to that. I know, but of course these are stuff that you have to research before you move. So again, guys, my documentations were good. I downsized, didn't pack everything. I made sure that I hung out with my friends. I tried to hang out with my family. I went to all the places that I enjoyed, and I just took in the moment. And of course eat what I could eat, and took some snacks to Toronto. And just to close off, everything I did was strategic, because I knew that when I left I was going to miss my yard. I knew when I left that I was going to miss everything. And in many times, if you go so hard like I did, it's very easy for you to move and crash and be like, I can't believe I left all of that. And at one point I did, especially when it came to the colder months. I was just like, but look how I could have my friends now. Look how I could be enjoying life with this person, that person. Look how I didn't have to get rid of that. Look how, just a lot of things that you think about. But it's a part of the process. And just know that you have to be strategic in how you're planning yourself and getting ready to leave the country that you've grown up and known all your life. And so I just say this to say that just make sure you take the time out, as much as you're excited about leaving. I say this to say, just make sure that you remember all that is important to you, the people that are in your life. Just remember that, okay, you're leaving country, and yeah, you have to prepare. Guys, I hope I was able to just give you a little entertainment about what happened before I left Jamaica. Another person's story may be different. Another person probably was at home all day saving up their money, not going anywhere. I don't know, but for me, I just made sure that I went out. So until next time, guys, thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. If you like to share, I love and I appreciate if you do that. Comment below and tell me, if you are thinking about leaving Jamaica, what is the #1 thing you would do? If you have left Jamaica, what was the #1 thing you did do? And until next time,